Hi there, this is savewith.crypto on the last day of 2022. What a strange year that's been, hasn't it? Yeah, I didn't expect it to go quite like it did. I mean, this time last year, my YouTube channel was essentially like a couple of months old. I had 1,000 subscribers. I thought, everything was going to go to the moon, and it didn't, did it? So I don't know. 2023 might be different. You never know. Things might turn around. I think it's going to take a little bit longer, to be honest. I think we'll start to see a turnaround in 2023, but I think 2024, when the Bitcoin halving is and all that kind of thing, I think that's going to be when things start getting really bullish again, But, I don't think there's much gloom ahead, but you never know, do you? All sorts of strange things do happen. Anyway, I was looking at the price of UTK today, and I noticed that's gone up a reasonable amount in dollar value. I was looking at it compared to eGold as well, and that's gone up fairly significantly, so that's good. So what I decided to do was, over in my shopping pool, I had some ZoidPay that I could claim, so I claimed that. I had a little bit in my DeFi wallet that I took out as well. That was stuff that I was going to give to people if they staked in my shopping pool, but that offer runs out in 1 minute's time, so I don't think I'm going to get any applying for that right now. Anyway, so what else is there? So yeah, in the meta staking, I was looking at the UTK, and I was thinking I might harvest that because that's worth, it's only $6.62. But I just thought I'd show you what happens when you harvest from meta staking, in case you haven't done it, because it's obviously slightly different now, isn't it? So what you actually get, I would actually get that UTK and also get 900 XMEX. And I'd get 4,587 XMEX. Okay, so that's because of the boosting and all that kind of thing. So let's harvest that and see what happens. And what happens is it disconnects. So let's try that again. I'll pause the video and do it again. And oddly enough, it did actually say transaction successful. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so that's that done. So what do I need to do? I need to swap that UTK into eGold. So maximum of that. Swap that into eGold. Okay, so then I was going to have a look at the ZoidPay that I've got. So that's that lot here. It's worth $50. So let's have that. Change that into eGold. Okay, swap. Okay, that's processing. Okay, so I've now got 1.73 eGold. That's okay. There's a few cents of wrapped eGold there. So let's create some liquidity with XMEX. We're going to use the XMEX that unlocks in November 2026. And all the eGold that I've got. Okay, so add liquidity. Okay, so that's the transaction successful. Then I can go to the farms, and then I can stake more LP here. So just select that. And go. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So that's about 90 odd bucks worth of liquidity added to that farm, just using XMEX that I've farmed and eGold that I've got from earnings from the ZoidPay shopping pool, and also a little bit from the UTK meta staking. So that's quite cool. So I haven't actually had to put my hand in my pocket at all just to do that. So that's pretty cool. So this is starting to seem a little bit more attractive to me. And also there's currently for $46 worth of XMEX been generated. So I may as well harvest that. And in the olden days, what we'd do is we'd reinvest that in that MEX farm. That's disconnected again. This really isn't funny, is it? Yeah, I had to edit the video slightly there because I was cursing a bit. It is very frustrating how it does that. Anyway, so did I actually claim that or not? Looks like I did not. No, okay, so let's try that again. So you can see 598,000 XMEX and 2 million XMEX from the boosted lot. Now at this point what I can do is update the energy because I've changed the amount of XMEX I've got. So that's probably worth doing. So at the moment I'm 27 in Newton. Let's see if I can get a bit higher. And that's rubbish, I seem to have gone down. Let me refresh that page. Oh no, I'm still at 27. Yeah, I think apart from various little competitions and things, I think this is just nothing more than a sort of dick measuring competition, really. Anyway, bearing that in mind, just looking at the MEX to eGold chart over this past year, this is like the weekly chart. I mean, every single candle apart from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, every single candle is red. I wonder if that's going to change. You know, I know a lot of people think it won't, but that is actually 76% down. That's quite shocking, isn't it? But I suppose in its first year, MEX was intended to be inflationary, to bootstrap the DEX and all that kind of thing, you know. I think, you know, if I start to see something like, you know, this plateauing out a bit here, I think I'm going to be tempted to increase my position in the DEX. What I don't want to do is just get more XMEX, because if I do that, then I'm always going to have too much XMEX. So I think what I want to do is I want to generate more eGold. Now, the only ways I like doing that is by staking eGold on the Maiar app, which gets about 10%. Or alternatively, I could do something more risky and I could increase the size of my staking in my ZoidPay shopping pool and get ZoidPay and then swap it to eGold, just like what I did then. I'm saying that because since I started making the video, this has actually earned another 34 ZoidPay, and that's actually only with, I know it sounds a lot, but like 15 grand staked, you know. But if somehow I could get hold of some more ZoidPay here and then get this, so this was almost earning as much XMEX as I'm earning, then I could be creating LPs all the time, couldn't I? And I think that's what's paying off the best at the moment in terms of XMEX. So I think if you're using the DEX and you're in it for a long time, I think your focus should be to create LPs. I think they're the ones that are getting the best rewards. Not financial advice. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I know I've said it before, but this is kind of how I felt, you know, back in 2020, which was way back here when I decided to double my bag of eGold when it was about $7. And I don't know, I'm kind of feeling a little bit like that with ZoidPay now. I know they've got some really cool stuff they're going to release, and quite quickly in 2023. So I can see the price of ZoidPay doing really well. And in fact, out of all the coins on my watch list today, ZoidPay against USD and ZoidPay against eGold are both winning. So yeah, that's something I might think about in the new year. I mean, maybe I can do some, big Bitcoin trade or something like that and get like, I don't know, make a few grand and then swap that into ZoidPay, put it in my shopping pool and see if I can generate ZoidPay and therefore eGold from that. I know because I'm a shopping pool owner and I've got the NFT staked, I'm getting 25% APY. But you yourselves, you can get 17% APY if you stake in my shopping pool. And that's because it's boosted because I've got these NFTs in there. If you're interested in that, just go to savewith.crypto.org/SP and you'll go to the shopping pool. And you can just connect with your Maiar wallet or your whatever you use and stake in there and get 17% APY. And the cool thing about that is the rewards are liquid. You know, you get ZoidPay, and you can swap that into whatever you like over on the DEX. So there you go. That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm going to try and do another video later on today because I want to show you some ByBit stuff, because I've been doing some like little trades with like very little trades, you know, with quite high leverage, and been doing all right actually. You know, this one here is like 29%. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? This one here, 10%, not bad. This one here, 14%. This one here, a little one, 3%. It's not so good. This one here, 5%. All I was thinking was, you know, I might just start off with a sum of money, I'd say like $200 or something, and just try and do some little trades. Maybe starting off with some fairly high leverage, scary stuff. And if I screw up, you know, at the very worst, I'm going to lose $200. But just to show you a little bit how the platform works, and you know, if you can say like get $200 and then increase it by say 2 or 3% every day or so, then how quickly that can grow. And I think that'd be interesting. And I want to start it like kind of for real, like tomorrow on the 1st of January. So, you know, I can go through the year and see if I lose it all or see if I turn it into a lot bigger figure. And I probably need a name for it. I'm going to call it the, you know, I might call it the $200 challenge or something like that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Currently, I'm actually in a position here where I'm slightly in down. I'm actually $2.92 down, and it is a silly 40x leverage trade, but it isn't big. It's only $177. So hopefully I'll get that up to 200, and then we can start there. If you want to follow along, you can. I wouldn't suggest it, but I'm just going to show you how it can be done, you know, with not a lot of experience and maybe just a couple of indicators on TradingView. So if you're interested in that, do give the video a like, leave a nice comment, make sure you're subscribed. Have a happy new year, but I'll probably see you later. And above all, tell your friends.